Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Steven. I should do a blooper roll one day because the times I try to film things and it just goes off the rail, it's fairly often. But hi, welcome to Baltimore again. It's a great, rainy, wet day, which is fine because I'm not going into DC as I normally would. I have recurrent on March 11th, which is when I am recertified to be a flight attendant for another year. That's on March 11th. We've got a fair amount of online work to do, and I want to reread my flight attendant manual a couple times actually before that date so I can just nail this test. I get very stressed about testing. I know my job to the letter, but I get stressed. So I want to reread my flight attendant manual a couple times, get a couple of the modules done today, and I also want to do my taxes. I should be using TurboTax because I think I might still qualify to use the free version, but I do have a 1099 from Google, so I'm not sure if I can use the free version or not, but it'll still be cheaper than going to H&R Block if I have to pay for TurboTax. But so I'm going to eat this smoothie that I just put together in my Teamy Mix-It, then take a nap for a couple hours, and then probably start getting to work. But I did want to mention early in this video that should go up before Valentine's Day. I'm not quite sure what day this will go up, but I'm doing a giveaway for a Teeny Mix-It. And I'll be announcing the winner on Valentine's Day. All you have to do, if you have not entered already, all you have to do is send me an email. That's it. You don't have to subscribe. I would like you to. But if you go up into the About section at the top of my channel page, click on About or scroll over and look for it and click on About. You'll find my email address right there. Just drop me an email and write in the subject line something to the matter of you would like to enter into the contest. That's all you have to do. So if you want to win one, send me an email. If you watch the video where I talk about the Teamy Mix-It at length, and I actually show you what I made in it, where I made my smoothies, all over the place. If you're in the mood to buy one, make sure to use my discount code. They've made it permanent. I'm not sure what that means, but quite a few people have used it to buy tea and other things that I'm in love with Teamy. I'm waiting for a box from Teamy that's got the Boost blend, the Focus blend that I love so much. I think they're sending me another tea. The honey spoons, there's little spoons that are made of like crystallized honey. There's a bunch of stuff in that box. I can't wait to get it. And I'll tell you all about it when I get it. But if you're gonna get anything, visit teamy.com and use my discount code. You'll get 25% off. And that is better than the website offers, so definitely use my discount code. But I'll be making this smoothie in a moment and then crawling into bed for a couple hours and then getting my taxes done and getting some work for recurrent. So that's my day in Baltimore. I'm going to be going to Fort Lauderdale tomorrow, and I'm actually meeting a subscriber for lunch, and we're gonna go do something on the beach for lunch, I think. We'll see. I haven't found a place, and I'm hoping he knows the area well. Yeah, I think that's it for the day. Oh, you know what else? Just an aside. Someone asked about this recently, because, I don't really wear a lot of jewelry around my neck. I don't wear a lot of stuff. I wear one ring, and this is, it's a ring I got to replace a ring I lost, but someone asked me recently about this. The chain is a David Yurman chain that I got when I used to work for them. And this little pendant, let me show you this. This little pendant was made for me by a woman I used to work with at Saks Fifth Avenue in jewelry. She made this for me. Is that going to focus? Isn't that cool? Now, people, when they see it, they assume that it is the logo for the hockey team, which has been very successful. It's a new hockey team in Las Vegas, the Knights, the Golden Knights. She made this for me years ago, after I told her about when I almost died. I was stabbed in the chest with a carving knife. I know, it's as dramatic as it sounds. I made a video about it that hardly anyone watched, where I almost died. I talked about the whole story as to how I got stabbed and what happened and how I recovered. So if you're interested in that story, go look for that video. It's titled "So This One Time I Almost Died" or something like that. But she wanted to make me a little totem of protection, like an evil eye kind of thing. And so she made me a piece of armor to help protect me. And so she made this little helmet out of sterling silver, and I put it on this Uhrmann chain that I had. And lately I've been taken to wearing it. I'm not sure if my higher power made me think about it because something's coming down the pike, who knows. But lately I've been wearing it and really enjoying it. But someone was saying, oh, I've noticed you're wearing a pendant, and is that something to do with the Golden Knights? There you go. So there's a whole story about my necklace. I'm going to blend this up. Boy, why aren't I tired? I should be really tired. And then take a nap. So I will talk to you guys later. All right? Bye. Hey guys, hello. It's the same day. I'm still in Baltimore. My room got kind of chilly, so I put this shirt on that I bought at Primark last week in Boston. I am so happy I bought this. It's a super heavy cotton shirt. It's 100% cotton, which made me feel so much better about buying it. It did only cost me $5, so no worries there. Look at me, so fiscally responsible. So what I did when you saw me last, I made my smoothie for breakfast, which was flawless. It was delicious. And then I had an even better, more delicious, more flawless nap for 4 hours. It was glorious. And then I had a cup of coffee just to kind of awaken myself so that I could get my work done. We have a fair amount of work online that we have to do in preparation for Recurrent, and I got about an hour and a half of work done, so that was a good head start. I have a month left to finish the rest of it, and then I did my taxes. Last year and this year, I used TurboTax online. Last year I was about to go into H&R Block or something, but one of my acquaintances told me like TurboTax was free as long as your life is pretty simple. This year it was complicated just a teeny bit by having earned some money from Google. Anytime you see an advertisement on my YouTube channel, if you're watching it, I do get a teeny tiny commission per view. I don't know how they figure it out, but I earned some money last year from Google, and that's on a form called a 1099 miscellaneous or something. So to use that, to add that to my file, I had to upgrade on TurboTax. It was $40 to upgrade to their better, more complete system, whatever it's called. And so I did that. Now, the option, if you're going to use TurboTax and you're going to have a 1099, for example, they charge $40 to upgrade from the free version, which is fine. It's sensible. But they give you the option. You can either pay that $40 with a credit card or a debit card or something, or you can have that amount deducted from your refund. And I thought, well, it's easy. I'll just click, take that from my refund. Seems simple enough. So I finished up everything, and I looked at I reviewed the charges, and they were going to charge me $80. Well, so the upgrade to the better, more complete version of TurboTax is $40. Then they were going to charge me $40 for the ability to have that $40 taken from my refund. So they were going to charge me $80, which felt kind of slippery and a little, I don't know, it just seemed a little wrong. So I went back, and they don't make it easy to edit how you're going to pay for this. You had to kind of search for it. So I paid for it with my credit card. So in the end, it only cost me $40 to upgrade. Blah, blah, blah. Long story. Long story short, I did my taxes. They're done. I'm getting about $1,000 back, $1,018 or something, from my taxes, which I'm going to, I assume, I'm going to put that towards paying off some of my credit debt. I probably owe about $1,200 or $1,400 on 2 different credit cards. So I'm going to just put all of that money towards my credit cards and just pay the as much as I can off, because it just never seems to work otherwise. I paid off my credit cards last year with my refund, and you can see what happened this year. I still used my credit cards, but my credit history, my credit rating has apparently gone up, mostly because I think I've used my credit cards. But there you go. That's what I did today. It feels like a really good, productive layover. I've got about 2.5 hours left before I really want to be asleep. So I'm going to relax and have some fun playing a video game. I'm playing Fallout 4, if anyone plays video games. So I enjoy that game quite a bit. I was playing Skyrim. I still play Skyrim occasionally. And The Sims 4 too. Who knew I was a gamer, right? But I love Fallout 4. I just love it. All right, well, there you go. I'm going to eat some chicken pot stickers I have in the fridge. I am tempted, deeply tempted, to go across the street to Denny's, because, you know, I love breakfast. But I would end up spending about $15 on breakfast versus eating the chicken pot stickers I already have in the fridge. So I'll eat the chicken pot stickers. I will talk to you guys probably tomorrow on my way to Fort Lauderdale. Night. This is what a face is overtired looks like. I am so tired. I did my taxes yesterday. I got some work done for Recurrent, and then I started playing a video game. And I meant to play it for like an hour and a half. Blink, blink. Suddenly, it's like 4.5 hours later. It's, I don't know, it was like, I don't know, almost 11 o'clock by the time I actually looked around and registered that I really should have been sleeping a couple of hours already. But so I got to sleep, I don't know, 11 or so, and I had to wake up at 3:30 to get ready for work. So I am very tired and very cranky. When I called the app that we usually use to find out where we're going, where we're staying, for our hotel information, that kind of stuff, it said, go check Cruise It app, which is a different app that I've never used before, never had to. It wouldn't let me register, whatever. I finally got to talk to Cruise Scheduling and Hotel Connections, and they told me where I was staying. I called the shuttle driver. When I called, I said, hi, you know, how long do you think it'll be before the shuttle shows up at the airport? Super friendly. And he's like, it might be 3 hours. Not today. Please. I'm tired. So I finally got here. It did not take 3 hours. It was pretty quick. I'm going to crawl in that bed. Have you ever seen me in a white uniform shirt? No. Do you know why? Because I look fat. Because I am in white. But none of my black shirts are clean. There's cat hair over everything. So I'm stuck wearing white. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to take a nap. And then I'm going to be having lunch at a Greek place. I don't know where. Somewhere here in the area. With one of my subscribers. I'm not quite sure when we meet. I'm not sure if he'll be comfortable with me filming anything, so I might not. But if I do, if I can, I will. And otherwise, I will see you guys later. Bye. Hey guys, hi. So I'm still in Fort Lauderdale. It is sunset in Fort Lauderdale. This is pretty typical for a flight attendant's view from a hotel room, a highway, or the roof of a building. But if you want to see absolute perfection, that bed was perfect. I slept for about an hour, hour and a half before I was picked up by a really very, very nice young man. Super, 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 super nice. He's going to be interviewing with a big giant airline tomorrow. And so we had a wonderful time talking about this lifestyle, what possibilities were available to him, and some interview tips and stuff like that. So we had a really, really wonderful time. He took me to lunch at this great little Greek restaurant, and we took a little tour of Los Salas, and I just had a wonderful day. It was really spectacular. So if you're watching, thank you, Anthony. Thank you so much. I had a wonderful day. And when I'm back in Fort Lauderdale, I do hope to see you again. So yeah, it's just a really nice day. I wish I had thought of pulling out my camera to film something, but I was having such a nice time, I didn't really even think about it. But it was a nice day here in Fort Lauderdale. It is about 6 o'clock. I have a 5 a.m. van time, so if I were good, I would sit down and do a little bit more work preparing for my recurrent, but I think I'm not going to do that. I think I'm going to sit down and play a little bit of a video game. I will do more work on my recurrent next week, because I think I'm in Cleveland or something next week. Nothing fantastic, so I'll get some work done there, but that's it. No big shake to show you in Fort Lauderdale. Next time I see you will probably be on my way to Vegas. Tomorrow is a hellishly long day. We fly from Fort Lauderdale to New Orleans, New Orleans to Houston, Houston to Denver, and then Denver to Vegas. Right? But I'll make it. It'll be a nice day. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Good morning, guys. Hi. It is wicked super early in Fort Lauderdale. Well, technically it's not that early. It's about 5:40, 5:45. I took the 5 o'clock shuttle to the airport because I'm traveling by myself this morning. My crewmates were in a different hotel, and I just get random so often. And in Fort Lauderdale, it's a real mess. So I took an early shuttle, which allows me to actually sit down for a moment and have breakfast and actually talk to you guys for a minute. So I'm sorry I haven't shared a lot this trip. It's been super busy. I've been either flying, doing my taxes, studying for recurrent. I spent most of yesterday with a new friend that I met through my channel. And then today is going to be a mess. It's going to be a mess with very little sleep. My biggest problem lately has been that I've been taking my laptop with me to help me do taxes and, of course, do my recurrent work. But when I haven't been doing those things, I've been playing a video game, Fallout 4, well into the hours I should be sleeping. So it has not been the best, because I should have been sleeping. Today's going to be a very long day. But one thing that happened this morning, two things. I ran into a coworker that I've only seen on Facebook for a couple of years now, and it was a lot of fun just now. He's a fellow coworker. And then as I was in line waiting for my bagel at Einstein's, I ran into a flight attendant who's in training right now, Michelle. Hi, Michelle. Gorgeous girl, super pretty, super well-spoken, super excited to see her joining us. And she was on her FAM flight, which is a familiarization flight, which I'm very jealous about, because we didn't have those when I was in training. But so she was off, I think, flying to LaGuardia today. So she'll have an opportunity to see and hear what a flight attendant does. And when I say hear, I mean because the airplanes that we fly, Airbus, they all practically talk to you. Oh, 1 minute, this car is very loud. All right, so what is very funny about my channel is that the larger my channel gets, and the more people that watch it, the more I actually meet people in the airport. And it's very funny because I'm just going about my business, not really thinking about anything, and then out of the blue, someone goes, "Oh my God, are you Steven?" Which feels very strange, because I'm just me, and if you're used to being just me for as long as I've been me, it hasn't been that interesting. Then to have people stop me and go, "Hey, are you Steven?" It's very strange. It does make me stay on my toes, though, when I'm in the airport, because I'll tell you, I never know who's going to stop me and go, "Hey, it's you." So if you see me in the airport, say hi, and keep me on my toes, because I don't know. Oh, speaking of being on my toes, hi. Yes, F9, yeah. That way. Yep, down that way. Here, have fun. Always gotta be on your toes. Right, I'm gonna finish my breakfast and then start this day. I'll talk to you later. Hey guys, alright, so we're in Tampa. I know, you didn't hear me say Tampa earlier, did you? No. We diverted to Tampa. This is my first time diverting. It was not pleasant, shall we say. Some people are kind of upset, but there's weather in New Orleans, so they diverted us to Tampa, and we had to just deplane people after having people stay on, and just whatever, it was a mess. So I'm getting off to use a real bathroom, and then I made a smoothie before I got off, and get off, use a real bathroom, and then hopefully find out soon what's going on. My coworkers, their schedule has changed on Flight Crew View. Mine looks the same. Theirs says they're going to deadhead on United from Houston, I think, but mine doesn't show any change, so I don't know what's going on, but we'll see. Diversion, my first diversion. Fun, fun, fun. Oh. So there's a ground stop apparently in New Orleans. There was a ground stop because of low visibility and a low ceiling, a cloud ceiling. So apparently the visibility is improved now, but the ceiling is still too low. And I don't know what really that means, but so the ground hold was for an hour. I don't even know how long we've been sitting here. It's been for a couple hours now. And apparently the ground hold has been increased to another hour. It may be reduced later, but so far it's at least another hour. So we're just hanging out. I'm tempted to lie down on these seats and take a nap, but I know who is sitting on these seats, and the last thing I think I want to do is have my head down there, you know? So yeah. This is the glamorous life of a flight attendant. Ground holds. Yay. Alright, so things improve. Well, I'll let you know what happens after this. Yay, we're going to start boarding. Very exciting. Our day started at, well, I left the hotel at 5. Our show time at the airport was 6:10. It is now 11:15. Yay, right? Alright, so we're going to start boarding in a moment and then head towards New Orleans. Then, I don't know what's going to happen. Alright, see you later. Hey guys, hi. Alright, so I am in Houston, but I'm not at the airport, as you can tell. And I was not supposed to lay over in Houston, but you can tell I'm laying over in Houston by this fantastic background of mine. So yes, this day has just been ridiculous, just ridiculous. It's the first time I've ever been diverted, so I really can't complain. The first time in 3 years that I've been diverted, but it was definitely not the high point of my career. For the most part, our guests really handled it very, very well. Most of them were very patient. A number of people did not speak English, so they were a little surprised that we landed in Tampa and not New Orleans, but for some reason that also, you know, went over better than I thought it would. We had one person who really lost their minds in Houston over something at the gate, and one of our guests told us about what was happening, but apparently she lost it on our gate agents, or our guest service agents, lost her mind on them, and apparently it was enough that the police were called, and it seems as though a pair of handcuffs made an appearance. So yeah, pro tip, don't get aggressive towards the gate agents. It won't serve you. Trust me. You won't be flying that day. So, you know, we had a 3.5 hour long diversion in Tampa. We finally got to New Orleans and let those people off. We had a few people continue on with us on to Houston. The flight to Houston from New Orleans was super light. There were like 101 people. So it was pretty easy. But, you know, more than a handful of those people, I'd say 30 of them maybe, had been with us since 7 o'clock that morning, 6 o'clock this morning on that plane. We did let a lot of them off for a lot of the time in Tampa, but for the most part, these people got a really good taste of what it's like to be a flight attendant, and I don't think they liked it. So I got here to the hotel here in Houston. The other option I had was to do an alternate deadhead. There was a flight on my airline leaving at 6 o'clock this evening here in Houston, but there were 0 seats available, and I didn't really want to wait around until 6 o'clock to see if there was going to be a seat open, so I decided to just come to the hotel. I have a 15-hour layover here. And then I have a very early flight back to Vegas. I'm back in Vegas by 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, or 8:30 a.m. The cats are fine. The cats are going to be good. They will have been by themselves for 3 full days, but they can handle it. They've done this before. They've got plenty of food. They have 6 pounds of food in 2 gravity feeders. They've got 4 water fountains running 24 hours a day, and a giant bowl of gravity-fed water bowl, just in case the power goes out. And they have plenty of toys, good company. So the cats are fine. I do miss them, but the cats are going to be fine. Just in case you're wondering, well, what about the cats? They're fine. So tonight, I do have 1 meal left over of the pot stickers. I have some more pot stickers. I'm going to eat those now because all I've eaten today is a cup of noodles and half a bag of, like, almonds. So I need to eat something because I'm getting, like, hangry. So I'm going to eat some pot stickers, and then later on for dinner, there's a Taco Bell right next door, so I'm going to check that out. And then bidding opened today, so I'm going to look at my bids. I could potentially do a little bit more work for Recurrent, which is, again, March 11th. But in the mood I'm in right now, I am really not super psyched to do slide presentations on emergency equipment tonight. So I think I'm just going to hang out, get some Taco Bell later on, and look at my bid package and see what I can do for next month's trips. So there you go. A wild day. It's the first time I've ever been diverted, and it was not a treasure. It was not a wonderful experience. But it could have been worse. It really could have been worse. Our guests, for the most part, handled it pretty well. So, all right. I don't think I'll be talking to you later on tonight unless something really freaky happens. Otherwise, I will be talking to you tomorrow, where I'll be deadheading from Houston to Las Vegas. And we'll see. I might be able to film something since I'm not actually working crew, but I'll be in uniform, so I don't know if I can do that legally or not, but whatever. I will see you tomorrow, okay? Bye. Hey guys, alright, so I am at the airport in Houston. I got the 5 a.m. shuttle, even though my show time for this deadhead is until 6:19. Some of you might be questioning my choice there, but you know, I like to get to the gate early, relaxed, not have to worry about rushing through the gate, through the airport. Our gates in Houston are not close to KCM. It's quite a walk. So rather than rush, I decided to just like relax, enjoy my morning. And you know, my coworkers who were in the shuttle, much younger than I am, thought that I was being patently ridiculous for taking a shuttle this early. But middle age has taught me to be prepared, and like a good flight attendant, being on time is late. So I'm gonna go settle in, have some breakfast, find out where I'm sitting on this plane to Vegas, and I will see you later. Guys, I'm home, back in Vegas, thank goodness. It's chilly though, it's about 42 degrees, something like that. Alright, yeah, this was a doozy of a trip. Started off fantastic, great crew, great passengers. Just yesterday was a crap storm, that's all. So I'm gonna end this video. Hope you have a great day. I'm gonna go home and cuddle with my cats, and then later on sit down and do some bidding for March. I will see you guys later. Fly safe.